Guys, and the 10 girls, what is that for number? 1.266683e plus 0.7? I think we broke it. Okay, we actually got it. We got obsidian dye. Welcome back to Bounty of One. Man, that took a while because it's quite a process to actually manage to do that. And today my goal is I want to absolutely break the damage number in this game beyond anything that is reasonable. But just for you to understand, do we want to banish this? You know what, let's actually get rid of that. Yeah, that's good. And we have bounces here. Let's take them, why not? But yeah, today we want to take this beyond anything that is reasonable. And what I mean by that is exactly this. We want to be offered a huge amount of bonus HP because that multiplies our damage. And we have certain ways to abuse the damage in this game. Now, if you're wondering, is this worth a banish? Honestly, not really. I will probably just take the max HP here, that's fine. But yeah, pretty much how the chest in the beginning works, in case you're wondering. I think you have to play on Infamy level 10, and when you defeat the Sheriff on the next run, you'll just get a Sheriff chest in the very beginning. Okay, sure, I'll go for the attack speed. I actually don't mind that, that sounds very good, nice. Can we kill the enemies? What we are looking for right now is, I don't really want to do all too many banishes before we get the card. We got the card. Perfect. I have a feeling this dude is very likely to get it. I think it's just because you always have one more thing offered, so you see more things. But this card is incredible. Now, I kind of wish we didn't banish the very first job, because we could have banished 5 different things. But there was actually everything in there that I want to banish. And you know what? I'll actually roll. I mean, that's kind of insane to banish. Like, don't get me wrong, I would also love to banish the health, but if we get rid of the legendary one, then this would just mean that we pretty much never see the legendary one just because it's rare. As in, only the mythical one is left. So, yeah, when you take damage, reduce your max health by... Honestly, these are all so bad, I will just banish that. There we go. Oh, permanently augments your damage but reduces your attack speed. I kind of like that. We want to get as many multipliers in as possible because we won't have a problem increasing our base damage. We will have a problem, however, with attack speed. So, whoa. So I've written down an Excel sheet what we've banished so far, and I think what I'll do is I'll just go for the max HP there. 2 isn't perfect, but hey, it's still something, right, compared to just taking anything else. And the way this game has to go is... Wow, but we can't do that. Attack is still in there as blue. Like, this will always show up, so let's just go for attack speed. But yeah, the way we have to do this is, first we have to take it kind of slow. Like, we need to take out of the boss chests things that help us win. I'll just go for the HP again. Like anything that helps us to clear the enemies more easily, that duplicates our projectiles or decreases our attack speed. We don't want to have things that decrease our damage, okay? Unless it says you lose like 10 base damage and it's like, whatever, we'll easily get that in. But if it's a percent, it's bad. So, what do you have to offer to me, my friend? Every time you move, I don't care, augments your damage. It's actually kind of insane. For each bounce, you have summoned a tumbleweed that bounces? Wait. Okay, bonus experience would have been nice, but we can still use this in the future. But remember what I just said? We need some support to deal with the enemies more easily, and having the bouncing tumbleweed, while we have insane damage, is kind of crazy. Let's go for a bit more attack speed. Yes, that means we have 2 less HP, but, you know, it actually took ages to do this entire thing, to set this up. Honestly, I feel like I banished the blue damage, but I didn't. Like, I wrote it down exactly what I banished, and I need to get rid of this, because I know the moment I have the last banish gone, it will appear in every single level up and just bother me? Or is there no blue damage? Am I just mistaken? Like, take a look at this, what is going on? I mean, this is fine, we'll just go for the crit chance here. This means our damage will just, like, destroy anything that it ever touches. And the toughest part is definitely right now. Okay, we'll just go for area. I think I'll actually roll. Okay, I mean, like, you know, like, what is going on? Let's go for the cooldown reduction, because that means everything gets triggered more often and faster, which is nice, because I want to go for the aura that deals damage to the enemies. And the reason why that would be good is it bridges the gap later on, when we pretty much have no damage and nothing to deal with the enemies. I mean, do we just take another 25%? I honestly could just do that, yeah, sure. Because, like, okay, watch this. The moment the boss walks into me, I have to guide him out, but watch this when he gets attacked. Yeah, we have no base damage increase, really. This happened to him. And the next chest that we get is a really good one. Oh, uses up all of your dashes in one quick succession. Now, I should take this already. The problem is this will kind of make my dashes useless, as in, if I use them, then, like, I have to be aware that they are all gone. So this is not so great. Like, you really want to mess with me today, huh? You really want to mess with me. But wait until we get to the end game, because we will see numbers that you can't even imagine exist in this game. I hope. I actually don't know it. Do we just take this attack speed? I feel like I want to reroll. Okay, I mean, I have to take the crit damage. Like, listen, look at my damage now. We still haven't increased our base damage so far. We are still a small little chicken, but we deal 350 damage with our crits. Is there another sheriff that spawns? There should be a fourth one, and I have an upgrade that the fourth sheriff... Dex, you're doing it for the long run. Don't think about the short term. Think about the long term, what you're doing. It's all good. But yeah, I have an upgrade that the fourth boss will drop a double chest. So we have a good chance to find something that hopefully allows us to deal with future enemies. Like right now, we are more than fine. But wait until we get to a point where we get flooded by projectiles. Like it's slowly starting already. But you can imagine, if I get shot at by a huge amount of projectiles, how do I deal with that? Oh god, I totally forgot that I use up all of my dashes at once. Do we just go for area? I could just, you know, I go for one of these. I need a little bit of help. Okay, so now we are dealing 526 crit damage. That is insane. I think the first boss will actually melt insanely fast, especially when we have the tumbleweed set up, and there is the... This is so annoying. There is the boss. Do you see what we are doing to him when we crit? Like, honestly, this is kind of insane. And there are two chests. There's still one on the floor. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait a second. The first time a projectile hits, or we go for... I have to go for the crit. This sounds maybe like a ridiculous thing to do, but the simple reason is crit can't appear anymore. Meaning, now, when we banish something, it's way better. If I actually get to banish something, you know? It's still a big if. And yes, I took that, it's not great, but movement speed helps us to get around, and right now I'm just scared of dying. Your first piercing shot now targets the closest enemy, gain 1 pierce. I mean, sure, let's do it, why not? I mean, this should also help us out to clear the enemies a little bit better, because our projectile curves. It's not even about targeting, but do you see how well we now clear the screen? It's not flawless, but it's definitely a lot better, and we have to get more of these things. Now, if I would know that I get something insane, I wouldn't have taken this. But, oh my god, 5 HP. We have 26 HP. Do you realize once we get the upgrade that converts our health into bonus damage, we would get 260% bonus damage? Yes, do you understand that? Oh, I don't even know why this is already happening. We still have like really bad upgrades in here, and for some reason I'm just getting like super duper insane ones. 31 HP before we even face the very first boss. We have around 40 more level ups that we'll encounter most likely. So, you can imagine once I have the final banish in, which is still not in, you know, but once I have that in... you know what, I'll take that. We just got 60 damage or something like that. But it's not great, because we have ways to increase our damage infinitely. I actually haven't fought against you in ages, and I think you just noticed that. Yeah, right, I just used up all of my dash. What just happened with the boss? It's like, what just happened? Whenever you make a choice, we don't need that yet, but we'll have this in the future. And I think what I'll do is I will already take this one. Now, this one isn't great, okay? But I mean, okay, it's one of the most amazing upgrades that exist in the game, but on its own, it's not great. The key pieces that we need is one more very specific upgrade from the bosses, and then we also need cooldown reduction that we can constantly dash around. So, technically speaking, because we can infinitely play, I don't need cooldown reduction. Okay, the blue damage is still missing, I don't know what happened to this, but this is as good as it gets. Like, look at this. Bam. Imagine the blue damage would now show up immediately. It's like, hey, I was here actually the entire time, you know? So, when we see +5 dashes, we also take that, because dashes will be converted into just damage, which is incredible. And the one thing that we need now is, we need a boss chest with exactly the right upgrade. We need to heal when we dash, because if I dash right now, I would gain a huge amount of bonus damage, but every single time I dash, I lose 1 HP, which isn't great. I mean, technically speaking, we could already do it, but there's not really a need for rush in here. More crit damage, I don't care. You know what, I'll take the bounces because that's more tumbleweed. And I'm still scared that the projectiles will take me down. We have so much HP, but once you start getting overwhelmed, it just doesn't stop. And is the boss dead? Yep, there we go. Did the same projectile just whirl around and hit him? Gain 1 upgrade reroll, gain 2 upgrade rerolls each time you skip a choice. Wait, what? So this is a new thing I, by the way, just unlocked and I had no idea what it does. Do you understand how broken this is for what we are doing? So, in case you don't understand this, let me explain. An upgrade reroll upgrades whatever is shown there, okay? So, for example, if we get legendary health, we can upgrade this to mythical. Now, many times when we don't get health, we actually don't really care what we have in there, because it's all about the damage number that we achieve. So, I can just say, hey, we get +2 here, because I don't care about any of these, but we'll still go for the area. Okay, the area is kind of important. And we also have to go for cooldown reduction eventually. What are we doing to these poor bosses? Now, the most important thing, though, is we still... Oh, you gain 2 max health if I take that. Do I just take that right? You know what? I'll take that, yeah. Should I just dash for fun right now? No. How many dashes do we have? I would lose 8 health because we have 8 dashes. That's not like a thing that I really want to do. But please, 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 give me the final puzzle piece. I beg you. So yeah, this is actually a perfect example. There's no cooldown reduction in here, so we don't want anything. So I will just say we have upgrade choices. I don't exactly know how that works because we don't have upgrade choices right now, and usually they replace the rerolls. Wait, what? It's just rolls. It doesn't level them up. It's just normal rolls. This is insane. This is even better than what I thought it would be. Wait. I thought, because it said upgrade choices, you know those rerolls that exist that upgrade the rarity of everything that's in there? But this is even better. And there's the next boss. Let's see how long he survives. I mean, to be fair, we haven't upgraded our damage all... Oh, there he is. What happened to him? Yeah, we haven't upgraded our damage all too much, but it looks like we are still dealing a huge amount of damage. And if I ever fall short on damage, then I just have to dash once, you know? It's kind of funny to think about. Oh, if I skip, then we can also reroll? You know what? I will... Wait, but does it give me upgrade choices? That would suck a little bit, I guess. Wait, no, but wait. Isn't that good? Because I can get infinite amounts of these chests, but the rerolls are highly limited, so if I would just skip all of these chests and make the game a living nightmare for me, then this would be perfect for us. Like, we are still looking for the one upgrade that I'm looking for, so if I don't pick anything, it makes it less likely that we get it, but maybe that's worth it. Yeah, like here, I can just say, I roll. Why does it always happen on the third one? Did you notice that? The last time on the third one, everything was mythical. This time on the third one, everything is mythical. And we have 43 HP right now. Come on, game, I just need to heal when I dash. We dash once. Okay, let's do it. So, we just went up to 227 damage, which is a huge change. And we lost 8 HP, but we can still heal it up with all of the hearts. Now, there is this one upgrade where if you pick up the hearts instead of healing, you just, like, get bonus base damage. And it doesn't sound bad until you realize how long it takes to get these hearts. Like, initially, you have so many hearts laying around, it sounds very good, but it isn't. It sucks. I would rather want to heal with it, that I don't die in the long run. Another 5 HP. You have no idea what will happen in this run. Like, this will be so broken, I promise it to you. It leaves a sheriff chest once it has stolen 300 coins. A sheriff chest is the really big one, but do we even need anything out of that? But it is an extra chest and he can never appear again. Okay, let's just do it. We lose a little bit of material, but we will get this in the future either way. Like, 300 is nothing in the long run, and getting a legendary upgrade right now, like, the sheriff chest is just a normal chest with way better things in it. But, like, even the normal chest can have these things, but it has better odds, like, rarity-wise. He's about to hit 300, guys. Please, I need like, screen bounces, something that helps me. Your projectiles leaving the screen now reappear on the other side. We could also go for armor, but there's something way more insane, I think. Your projectiles poison enemies. It doesn't sound so convincing, but if we go up to a ton of damage, then we constantly poison everyone. We just need a bunch of area now when we see it. Well, do I even want to go for area? I don't think so, right? Because what I'll do is I'll just use it. I mean... well, I mean, don't mind me if I do, you know? Oh! After the boss fight, we'll get healed. So now what I want to do is I want to go as low as possible. I'm just killing this thing way too fast. Okay. I still don't really know the pattern of this boss. And why did I only lose 5 HP? Shouldn't I have dashed like way more? Okay, let's do it again. 35. So let's wait until this charges up. We dash around again. We killed the boss by accident. Imagine accidentally killing a boss because you're just too strong. Deal your raw damage as an area effect each time your projectiles inflict criticals. Yeah, let's do that. Again, we just need things that clear out the enemies, and that kind of looks like a perfect thing to have explosions. And this is also another incentive to maybe go for more area, but honestly, we don't need that. Like, look at how big the explosions already are. Do I just go for a skip here because none of these are really good? I mean, I have to get rid of them though. Like, I should really just take these. Maybe it would be better to roll. Wait, but our HP is way more limited. Like, these choices here, they are way more limited. But honestly, this sucks. We can just skip. Yeah, but now I would have had the rerolls. Yeah, I think whenever I get a bad chest from a boss, I will just take the rolls instead of taking something out of the way. The reason for you to understand why this is so insane is multipliers in this game, some of these are top layer multipliers that are like on top of everything else, and I'm pretty sure this is actually one of those. Everything on the screen dies permanently increase your damage by 15%, that kind of sounds insane. I feel like we want to go for that just to bump up our damage even a little bit further. Nice. Okay, we have rolls this time, but I think I'll just go for the reduction on the dashes that we have. How much cooldown right now? 31%. Where's my HP? Okay, cooldown. 21% cooldown. The funny thing is, if I would dash now, it's probably back right away after it, because like 1/5 of the cooldown. Let's actually check it out. Do you see how fast it's just charged up? When I see this, my heart, you know, my heart beats stronger. We have 53 HP. I think we are almost close to it, my personal best that I've ever had on HP. Because in the past, a die didn't exist that would give you 2 additional banishes. So if you wanted to go for max HP, 50 was a ton. Even 38 was a ton. If I do that now, I'm so dead. I have 3,600 damage. Look at my ginormous balls. Do you like my balls? Do you see them bouncing around? Yeah, they're bouncing on your face if you have your screen above your face, you know. And the more HP I get, like right now we have 52, actually 53, but the more HP I get, the bigger I will become, and my balls. And this means we are going crazy. Now, there's only one thing missing. There's still one thing missing. Do we just take the dashes? Yeah, sure, let's take the dashes. The dashes are actually not that important. Like, if you reload in, I don't know, like 2 seconds or so, it doesn't matter if you have 10 dashes or 2 dashes. You just have to spam it a little bit less, which is nice. Okay, the sheriff is incoming. How much damage do we have? Oh, only 4,000. Only 4,000. Let's see what the sheriff has to say about our damage. Ah. So, Mr. Sheriff, may I ask you... No, never mind, he left. I'm sorry. And what is in the chest? I don't even know what we want to have in here. This one is actually quite nice because it also fires our projectiles. Do we just take that? As an additional help, because I'm a little bit scared that we may end up die. Look at the tiny thing, Louis. Look at the bullets it shoots. Now we have 4.5k damage. Our crit damage right now is 20,000. So, yeah. Turns out, the bigger the balls, the easier the game. As long as we... Oh my god, no. I dashed. Why do we have 4? That's amazing. Okay, cooldown, very good. But yeah, I accidentally dashed to prevent 2 damage, and now I lost 6 HP. Let's go back to our turret very slowly. It also reduces our movement speed, in case you haven't noticed that. It's not that we are just big, it's that our movement speed is pretty much 0. Okay, you really want to do this. There we go. Did we just one-shot the boss over there? Like, I don't think you saw them, but there was a boss for a second. You know what? I hate doing this, but instead of the skipping, we will take this because I need a little bit more protection. Just because you get into a loop of taking damage and being overwhelmed, so now we should be really safe, even though my attack speed looks really horrible. but we are bouncing all over the stage with our bullets and especially with our ginormous balls. Okay, talking about the balls, I actually don't like their position. Yes, we just got the plus 5 HP, let's go. I have a feeling when you reroll, maybe what happens is you can't roll into the same stuff again that you've already seen, and that's the reason why we see so much mythical. That could be it. And skip, perfect. I don't like that my balls are all in the same position. You know, you need to keep them a little bit separated, so let me move up that they disappear. Did they disappear? Wow. Good job, Dex. That was amazing. That's not really working. I don't care. It's fine. Okay, we have a bottom layer. We have a top layer. That's good. No. You already know it. We don't... Okay, I'll take the 10% cooldown right now. So, imagine this. Something that took 100 seconds, which is a very long time, is now at 10 seconds. So, you know... Shall we just dash for funsies? Like, just to see. Oh, there's a chest up there. How? Was there still a ball of mine rolling around and killed him? That could have happened. Okay, I don't like any of these, so we'll go for max HP. Sure, please. Why didn't I get this chest? Like, I needed to be so close. I have a huge amount of area. Gain 1 object reroll, gain 2 object rerolls each time you skip a choice. Wait, so we get both of these things, right? Like, we get rerolls, upgrade rerolls, and we get object rerolls. This is perfect because now we can actually look for the stuff that is still missing and we can start scaling like crazy. We actually have a reroll here, but I think what I'll do instead is I'll wait just a little bit. Because if we build them up, I assume the same thing happens, that we can't see the same things again and again, like similar on the level ups, right? So let's get like 5 or 7 of them, and then we will roll, and hopefully we'll finally find the healing on the dashes. Imagine one thing that could happen is that when our top hat leaves the screen because we are too big, the enemies that walk up there can hit us because, well, our bullets are within the screen, right? That would be horrible. I really hope that can't happen. Okay, so now we do the... Okay, so remember how we always lost HP when we dashed? Well, now when we dash, we have 8,481 damage. Okay, keep that in mind. 8,481. Yeah, okay, now it goes up a little bit more because I'll roll here. There we go. But let's just remember 8,481. Now we have 9,960. I can do it again. We just did it. But I can do it again. Now we have 11,000. Okay. And you know what? I'll probably lower my cooldown a little bit more that I could just keep spamming this, but... Honestly, the turret will be completely useless, right? Because eventually I'm too lazy to just always go back, but right now we can still do it. We are now up to 14,000 damage, so that means we almost doubled our damage with a few dashes. Triple your shots permanently, but reduces your attack speed. I mean, why not, right? Like, we have enough rerolls right now, let's just go crazy with that. We have 3. Dex, you can't do this again. So, do we want to... I'm actually conflicted with this. So, for you to understand, right? Because you could also say, Dex, even if the dashes, they take 100 seconds to recharge, because you have infinite amount of time, you could just, like, not take this, right? Go for max health only. And I'm actually kind of on the same page. But at the same time, I want it to be reasonable and effective, efficient. So, if I have to sacrifice 5 health to double the recharge time on my dashes... I think this would be worth it. Well, but then again, if I actually want to halve our cooldown that we have right now, I need to take 2 30% reductions, because that's like with 49% is left over. Oh, I actually don't like that. I don't want to sacrifice that much health. So do I just endure this long cooldown instead of like spamming my spacebar? Which means it will just take way longer for me, but it means we will reach... We will not even reach higher damage numbers then, right? Because I could dash way more. Like, imagine I would tell you you have a maximum of 1 hour to reach the most damage possible. I think it's better to take the cooldown reduction. Do you agree? I better hope you agree, because if you don't agree, you'll not agree with the stuff that I'm about to do. Okay, we'll take the 5 max HP here. How much HP do we have? 98 HP. Look at the size of these balls, man. You can nuke entire towns with this. I should have gotten this ages ago. It's very unlikely that we get to use this for quite some time, but you'll see in the future, once we have all of the objects out of the chest, and yes, that's actually a goal of mine, once we have all of them out of the chest, we will start getting a certain new thing that happens there, and then we can make use of this 4%. Like, if you think having 50,000 base damage is already a lot, this is nothing. Like, you can sleep on this. This doesn't matter in the slightest. And I would say it's probably about time that we start picking these up. As long as there's something kind of good in there, that's actually not bad. We also want to have the armor in the future, but yeah. So now we got 4% bonus damage. Next time we take this, I actually want to take a look at what 4% does, because I do believe it gets further multiplied by our HP. And you know what, we'll actually pick up the Bloodlust Idol, so we gain 3 base damage every single time we pick up the hearts around here, because there are just so many on the floor, and we don't need to recover HP at all, because the enemies just rarely ever get to hit me. In other words, this will be an additional multiplier to our damage. It's very minimal in comparison to the dashes, but, you know, if we find enough of them, then it's pretty much equivalent to having 1 saved dash here. Oh, gain 4 rerolls for upgrade choices. You know what, with 4% bonus damage. So right now we have 80,147. Wait, that just went up by 3k. Like, the moment we picked it. I know it changed because we kept dashing, but I think the moment we picked it, it went up by 3k, which is actually quite a lot. Oh yeah, I don't know when, but we actually crossed 100,000 damage. I just want to say we are right now 50 minutes into the game. And we are already at this insane point. Yeah, sure. You know what, I'll roll a little bit in case we... Doesn't this just go bonkers? Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I guess we'll never ever take damage again. Like, it will just not happen. Like, we are spawning way too much. If you thought there was a chance that I may eventually die if I go AFK and just let the game run, nope, it's not gonna happen. Based on my current calculations, to get to the minimum cooldown, we have to take it 4 more times, and this will actually take a while until... What is my chicken doing? Dude, that was going crazy. Okay, 1 more Pierce. Yeah, let's take that, because I think Pierce also gave us a dash or something, remember that? Like, it did something, I don't remember what it was anymore. And I realized we had 151,000 damage. Didn't we just cross 100k? Why does it keep going up so much? Like, I almost feel like it's going up faster and faster and faster, but that wouldn't make any sense. You know, I love it when I have these stupid ideas in a game where I want to break a certain part of it, and I see like like some parts how to do it, but I'm not fully convinced this will be enough, like in this case here. And then we suddenly got these rerolls with skipping, and this gave us everything we needed. This is the perfection of this run. Permanently augments your damage by 20%. Another 24%. Okay, how much do we actually get here? We just gained 40,000 damage with 1 upgrade. Today I have a really big problem where I don't recall if I already talked about something or not. So I don't know if I said that, but we need 4 more cooldown reduction upgrades, because it's roughly 50% reduction when we get it. So next up it goes down to 1.8 when we have 2 of them, and then it would go down to 0.9, but it can't actually go that low. So here, 2.5, next step, 1.9, and then just 2 more. A dice rotates around you for each reroll you have. Each inflicts your damage upon contact, gain 4 upgrade rerolls. I mean, I don't need that, but that's kind of funny. Do we... Oh, we have so much area it's outside of the screen, and there could actually be a problem. You know, because if we kill the enemy outside of the screen, then I don't get the experience for that, I think. Wait a second, take a look at the top right. Do you see sometimes there are dice going through? Yeah, this is our area that we have right now, and the more health we have, the more area bonus we get, so this will just get more and more extreme. If we just stand still, we can actually check out whether we get hearts or not by our damage changing, so... There's still nothing. Now we got 1, and it gives us 100 damage. Okay, 100 damage is a joke. That's actually so bad. Wait, that's nothing. Wait, why is it so little? I mean, I guess this one also doesn't give that much, but we are doing so many dashes at once. But yeah, this shows, even if we took it earlier, it wouldn't have made a big difference compared to what we are doing here. Kill, yeah, sure, whatever. We have now 100% crit chance, I guess. Cool. In case you're wondering if I regret that I didn't take more cooldown reduction here, yeah, I do, but we just need 2 more and we are there. But yeah, it pretty much like, I'm just sitting here waiting for the cooldown to recharge, then we dash, and then I sit again there and just waiting for the cooldown to recharge. It's like, if we had this at 1%, it would be so fast, but it's already ridiculously fast. I'm dashing around over the stage so much that there are now 3 chests down. One is somewhere here. Even though I went away from there to take one back there on the left, and now there are two on the left. Okay, finally we got it. Okay, okay, what do we get? Drops a dynamite before each dash, but we get one extra dash. You know what, I'll just take that, that's fine. Now we have to go back to the left side, because there are two chests down that I need to get. And there's the first one. What do we get? When one of your dash slots is ready, create a burst that does... Oh my god. Like, the real issue with this is, it will just create more and more lag the more effects we have. Each of your projectiles has a random size... Oh yeah, that's what I needed. Like, now we will just suddenly have ginormous things on the screen. Right. Because so far, Dex, you haven't had anything ginormous on your screen. Yeah. So there's a funny thing. I just got one. Whenever we move, I get area and attack damage. I think, at least. So, dashing actually also counts as moving, in case you didn't know. So if I stand still, do you see how our damage falls back down again? So it's now at, yeah, back down, 585,000. But if I now dash a couple of times, we get that bonus. You understand how silly that is? Like, if I dash now, do you see my damage shooting up? And that's not just because of the dash bonus, that's because of another multiplier that we have. And it's maxed out, so now we are almost at 1 million damage. Wait a second, isn't this the worst thing I could possibly take? Your rerolls for upgrades now raise the quality, so if we don't get the things that we want, this would actually be bad, because we can't roll into the stuff that we want anymore. Oh, okay, never ever take that. Yeah, I need to think about these a little bit, that I don't... We have 1 million damage. We casually have 1 million damage right now, and it keeps going up, and it keeps going up. We already have 1,010,000. Oh my god. Cooldown with bonus damage. Wait. Wait, it just went to 1.9. Wait, did I take something that removes cooldown? All your cooldown effects take 50% more time to trigger. You know... I know it's a meme that Dex can't read, but sometimes I really wished I could read. Because that just wasted 2 level ups of ours. Guys, and the 10 girls, what is that for number? 1.266683E plus 0.7? I think we broke it. And now we officially reached the 1 million without the bonus of moving around. With that bonus, however... Let's take a quick look at this. We are at 1.52 million. Okay, already. Do we see the big strongest numbers again? I think for this we need the big Bertha or something, but okay. Oh my god. Well, but it's still on the 2.4E. I saw the 2.7E. Yeah, we need more. We need way more damage than this. Now, this is a spooky one. It gives us 20% damage, but you know why it's spooky, right? Like, if I don't level up, then we will lose a ginormous amount of damage. But this means, at one point, when our HP is even, maybe I don't even increase it further. Like, depending on how long the level ups take, I'll make a judgment if I will just go for another level up, or if we say, okay, it was enough with the HP. One more. We are at 1.3%. Do we really want to go down to 1%? Because it's actually not the full effect anymore, right? It's just a part of the effect. Or do we just want to go for 5 more max HP? Because that's a bigger multiplier. Okay, I thought about it, and if I would tell you, do you want to take 13 seconds or 10 seconds to recharge your attack? You would say, oh my god, that's insane. Going down to 10 seconds from 13. So I guess we'll do it. And now it's time for the final cooldown reduction. Bam. 1%, it can't go lower than this. How fast does it reset the dashes? What? Oh, because we just took it, it breaks it. Right, we had that before. So how fast is it now? After we used all of our dashes, please just be almost instant. Like, please. Yeah. Look, it's really fast, don't get me wrong. But I kind of hoped it would be like... And I can do the next dash. And next dash. A part of me actually wants to go for the crit damage to see the number go bigger, but I'm more concerned about this number over here. So yeah, let's just keep going for the max health. So now it's uneven. That means we actually lost a huge amount of bonus damage. However, the next time we get the +5, it will be even again. And then we'll get the +20% that we just lost. Did we just get 500,000 bonus damage from that? Okay. So this was dependent on our pierces? Wait, what? So it's this one. Gain 5% damage for every pierce you have. Gain 1 pierce. Wait a second. I hope I didn't get rid of the mythical pierces, but I think I will start picking them up instead. You know, the same way how if you have 10 points to give and 1 times 10 is just 10, but 5 times 5 is 25, you actually want to spread it out. Oh my god, this is just utter chaos. But yeah, you want to spread it out, and I think this is why it just jumped up so much, because, well, it's yet another multiplier, and it's way more efficient to bump this one up a little bit compared to anything else. Your dash recovery time is reduced by 50% when you're moving. Oh no, come on, really? So now, on top of everything that I'm doing, I also have to keep moving around. Oh, that was really fast, though. Wait, that was mentally fast. Okay, so when do we stop dashing? Now. Oh my god! Okay, yeah, I'll keep doing that. I'll keep moving. We managed to get a level up. Our chicken is going crazy in the background. But do we go for the HP? Wait, were there dashes in there? Okay, we still have... Oh no, I meant pierces, yeah. Do we just go for one of them and see what happens? We just got like 600,000 damage out of these. The only reason why I'm a little bit reluctant on taking more HP right now is I think there's still objects with bonus HP in there, and if one of them is uneven, then we mess up everything if I take HP right now, but maybe I should just do it. None of these here at least give you HP. Okay. Yeah, maybe I will just take the HP to the 120 to get the other multiplier in. Like right now we're at minus 20% damage, and with it we will be at plus 20%. Oh my god, we gotta level up, and we have a problem, but I'll talk about that in a second, okay? So where's the max HP? Oh god, it was on the last page. That's weird, I'll be honest. So now our HP will be positive again. In theory, should increase our damage by 50%. So what is actually the maximum number that we can reach there? Because if I move around and dash, but keep in mind the game will be really laggy. Yeah, about that. You know what? Even more damage, what do you do? Okay, that's fine. Nah, that's even more lag. The thing is I can't get rid of them. Okay, I have to take it. But let's go to the maximum, which is when the rainbow that you see up there is fully charged up and we are done dashing, because otherwise the game just is borderline crashing. I'm on 7 FPS. Please. How much do we have? Okay, you see the problem is I can't see the number, so there's actually one in there that gives an uneven amount of health, so next time I have to take health again on the next level up. That happens like once every 5 years. There could technically be another one in there that gives us uneven HP. Are you kidding me again? Really? Yeah, but there could technically be another one in there, but let's really hope that doesn't happen. But did you see our damage pretty much just doubled? Wait! Okay, I don't know what exactly it is, but we reached the 8. So that means 100 million. 100 million damage, huh? Do you actually understand just how much damage it is in this game? Like, 20,000 is considered a lot. I'm just laughing a bit because right now my FPS is 69. But yeah, I didn't actually expect to ever hit 8. I have one final goal that I want to reach, but the problem is the game is so laggy, I can't jump around anymore. So right now you see it's like 10 to 15 FPS when I just walk, and I have to walk back like to the left to collect all of the bullets, and then it gets laggy. But if I don't do that, it gets really laggy. But take a look at what happens when I dash. Okay, at first it's good, but every single time I dash, there are explosions, there are things shot out, there are even more explosions, like we have multiple explosions. So, you know, I just realized as well, we reached 30-something million on the left there, whenever our HP is even. Do you see, by the way, what's happening? Just because I wanted to show you what happens when I dash. Do you see the slow motion I'm playing in? And this was even worse in the beginning because the projectiles are disappearing as they come in. Guys, We have reached a point of glory, because there are exactly 6 upgrades left right now, and at a minimum we'll see 5 of them every time we get a chest. So what we can do now is, because I don't want these, this is more base cooldown to the dashes, this one makes it impossible to get what we want. This one I think will pick up material, because when I dash I lose HP, and I instantly gain it back, but I think it will pick up material. This one is just left over, so I'm sorry for you. But what we'll do now is, we'll take this. We don't know what's left in there, but it should be 1 common, 1 blue, 3 legendary. Okay? So this will give us a ginormous amount of chests right now, which is actually what we want, because this is the final puzzle piece in the plan, and honestly, I don't even think it's necessary. But do you see that? These are exactly the ones that we just saw, plus 1 that we didn't see, and we'll just banish them. Do you see what's going on now? The only thing that is left over are advanced damage upgrades, but with 4% bonus damage with every single chest that we pick up in the future. So, technically speaking, this would have been a ginormous amount of damage. Like, I wanted to get here way earlier, but it took very long with all of the skips that we did, so I don't think this has all too much of an impact. But we got there, okay? And yes, I now realized it means for every 7 levels that we had, we get 1 of these additional chests, so we are opening 8 of them. That is very annoying. But every single time we get bonus damage, and more importantly 4% bonus damage. Now the real question is, has this changed anything about the game? If I move and we max out the bonus damage that we get, once this rainbow is filled up. Right now we see a 3 in the beginning, that means we have like 30 something million damage. Oh my god, we reached a 4. Do you see that in the very beginning? It's not a 3. It looks a little bit weird, but it's a 4. Okay, so that would mean if I just keep going for long enough, we could actually reach 8 as base damage. That takes years. I can't do that. Okay, so right now the rainbow is maxed out. We are still at a 4 though. Like, I hope they would read a 6 or something like this to make it a little bit easier for us to reach the E8. My game just crashed. I don't know if you heard that. The music stopped. My game crashed. Cool. Well, you see, the nice thing is, it's the second time that happened. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, then don't forget to subscribe. And hey, maybe drop a like for the video. See you the next time.